Hi, welcome to the Louie File. Today I want to talk to you about something that goes beyond what we normally think of as good and evil. Most people see the world as this is good and this is evil. I would rather be good than evil, and I wish more people would be good than evil and stop acting so evil. Why is everybody so evil? Why can't we be good? Be good. You remember way back in the Garden of Eden, the tree that was forbidden to man was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Did you catch that? It wasn't just a tree of evil. I mean, that's pretty astounding if you think about it. There was good in that tree, but it was still told, Adam was still not supposed to eat of it. So there is a good on a certain level that still ends up bringing death. I mean, because he said the day you eat of this tree, you'll die. So, wow, that's amazing. You know, the Apostle Paul said that the enemy, Satan, can appear as an angel of light. And he said, so is it any wonder that even that his ministers could also appear as ministers of light? So sometimes people might get caught up in doing good deeds, and they get distracted or even deceived by the fact that they're doing good deeds. You know, what God is after is the source. Where did this good deed originate? Did it originate from the forbidden tree? You know, in that garden, that choice was between the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life. Now, I find it interesting as he says, if you eat of this wrong tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you shall surely die. So maybe we could call it the tree of death, but he didn't call it that. He called it something else. So here we are. We have the options to operate in our lives and see the world around us based on this is good, this is evil, this is good, this is evil. Try to do good, try to avoid evil. But we still end up in death. Whereas the other tree, which is the one that Adam and Eve should have chose, right, was the tree of life. You know, even in Deuteronomy, I think it's in 28, the scripture says, I set before you life and death. See, it didn't say I set before you good and evil. It said I set before you life and death. So we have to look through things. We have to see to the source, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that do good deeds, but it's coming from a self-centered, selfish place. It's about patting yourself on the back. It's about trying to win brownie points. It's about making yourself look good to the community so that others would praise you. You know, that's where Jesus said, don't give your alms or do your good deeds in front of people. You know, because if you do that, then you've already got your reward. Isn't that something? So he's all about the source. What is the source? You know, the Apostle Paul, when he struggled, he shows us his struggle in Romans 7, trying to obey the law and walking us through what that looked like. He said in Romans 7 verse 21, he said, I find then the principle that evil is present in me, the one who wants to do good. Wow. So if I'm seeing myself as independently doing good and avoiding evil, ultimately, if I see myself independent and I'm not looking to the source of the only one who is good, who is God himself, if I'm trying to obtain or produce it on my own, then I, in fact, am evil is present. Let me tell you this, you know, the devil would just as soon get us to operate in good deeds coming from a selfish source as he would evil. And he's an opportunist. He'll do whatever it takes. He don't care. If he can keep you from Christ or keep you from understanding our dependence on Christ by giving you plenty of good deeds to do, he can keep you distracted by the good deeds and keep you out of the will of God by good deeds just as easily as he can by doing evil. If he needs to get you to do evil, then he'll do that too. He doesn't care. He uses both aspects of that tree to keep us from life. You know, in John chapter 10, Jesus said, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Isn't that something? So the enemy is wanting to kill you, and Jesus is wanting to give you life. The whole deal about good and evil there is not really the issue. Jesus didn't say, I've come to make you better. Jesus didn't say, I've come to make you good. He didn't say that at all, because that wasn't his plan. See, we were dead in our trespasses and sins. We weren't just being bad and needed to be taught how to be good. It goes much deeper. We have to learn to look to the source. And when we start to look to the source, all of these surfacey good and bad deeds start to lose their shine. Now, I'm not saying they aren't important, but they become less important. Because once the source problem gets fixed, all of these good and evil behaviors will fix themselves. So, thanks for listening. Until next time, I'll see you.